Hello, Silver Flames. Hello, Nixon X. How you doing, chat? Good morning. I watch because I lost all motivation to play the game after the horrendous patch notes will doom the game and there is no hope. You think you can bait me? You think you can bait me? You think you can bait me? You can't. I'm impervious. Hello, Black Rose. Rotating should include random. I disagree. Hello, pigs. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Knight of the Wind. Hello, Mara. Yeah, random will be something people have fun with on their own. Yeah, large capsule, look at that. I get a strike and defend and 2 relics. I scale my P strike and get 2 relics. Broken. Wholly broken. My thoughts on the patch? I like the patch. I think it's a good patch. For the most part. Letter opener. What a cringe. Playing 3 skills in the Ironclad, that's like actually impossible. Never been done before, actually. No one's ever actually played 3 skills in the Ironclad before. Yeah, good morning. I dislike green. Hope you're all having a good morning. Or whatever time it is where you are. I could try to fight an early elite and die miserably. An option. It sounds kind of reasonable. Get owned. Still does more damage. I'm the one getting owned, actually. It's Edge. No. Duplicator. I think I need to take a breakthrough, probably. Do have a letter opener already, but... And I could take Drum Up Battle instead. That card has no downside, really. Drum Up Battle. She's a pretty chill card. Breakthrough is sort of just cleave. With a slightly bigger number on it. +1. That is facts, actually. But it can be dupe potted in the one fight, the fight against the the ugly thing, you know? And the ugly thing is like kind of terrifying, so. The potato. You all know the potato. Ow. Our Ironclad is so bad. Buffed Hemokinesis, perfected strike with +1 strike, GG. Holy buffed Hemokinesis. Insane. I just buffed it. He just said that shit's not broken. Gotta make it broken now. Upgrading Hemo is like very solid. And I heal 9. Summon is also good. Gaining energy when I play Bash is like kind of crazy. Just hate potato because of how it looks. It's fair, it's fair. I'm just gonna like assume gaining energy when I play Bash is like better than an upgrade at 9 HP, but I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I'm like willing to be wrong about that. Oh, a terrible draw. I guess it wasn't that unlikely. I'm trying to not play breakthrough here. What if everything just said self-damage on it? Self-damage all over the place. Take a blood wall. Blood wall. Blood. Can play it and Bash on the same turn the first time I draw Bash. I haven't actually tried this card yet. The number is kind of like big though. Let's say 16. It's like a big number. The potato of doom and evil. I can just like full block effortlessly. It's an option. I guess I could have do-potted that. Kind of wanted options though. Now we don't have options. I deserve this. I can like do pop breakthrough though, which isn't terrible. I need to like kill them, so I will be doing do pop breakthrough. Whether it's like on them or on the next phase, like that's just what I will be doing. Sadly, it still doesn't like kill anything. It kills this one. If I draw everything next turn, I'm kind of Giga chilling. I don't think I should lose 5 HP though. If I bottom deck breakthrough, I guess I'll just die. Holy. Okay, I mean, every card on my deck says lose HP on it. And it's upgraded. Like they all say lose HP. Every last one of them says that. See, I think if I don't take breakthrough, I probably just die there. That's good. It's good to know. I'm gonna take rupture. If it's bad, then I don't know. Like something's wrong with Ironclad if this is bad. Right? But something could be wrong with Ironclad for sure. This is good news. I'm glad I bricked. Good. Festive Popper. The man. The man's okay. Like, kind of hard to play. Stomp's not terrible. It's like another AoE option. Kind of awkward in Phantom, though. Like the mana lever lineup in Phantom. Oh, that's a rare card. That's so bad. Wow. Yeah, thank you, the man, for being such a sick card. Love you. Sick card. Epic. Always lines up. Do we need anger to defeat Phantom? Probably. I don't think I had to rest here very often. I think I got kind of unlucky. Well, that wasn't very good. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that was good. Am I strong enough to, like, do things yet? Maybe. I have, like, a lot of stuff. You think one day I'd be strong after getting, like, a bunch of stuff. But it could be just not true. I could just never be strong, I guess. Very possible. Does kind of look that way. I'm just gonna die here. I mean, the draw orders have been, like, actually horrendous, so... Not much that can be said or done. It's just very bad draw. Can I at least kill? Like, somehow? No. Well, this may have been miscalculated then. I can go to 1 HP, but, like... It's not the most inspiring thing going to 1 HP, I'll tell you right now. Could have prevented this, but I mean, I didn't expect to troll this badly. Guess maybe the extra strike and defend do actually have an impact on your draw orders. It's a thought, maybe. Like another strike and defend in your deck might actually make your draws worse, maybe. To be fair, I didn't really get great relics and cards. And the path also wasn't great. I mean, I'm not dead yet. I'm just like almost certainly dead here. Most Act 1 Overgrowth fights do not have a hard time dealing 7 damage to this deck. They just don't. This is one of the better ones I could have got, probably. I play Rupture. Or I just play like Double Strike there. It's complicated. I mean, at least play one straight. Good Sable Serum to retain the Impervious. I like kind of guarantees my safety. But that can like be used at any point to guarantee my safety, so. Drum of Battle to exhaust all the random garbage from my deck. Has no downside. I do like drawing 3 cards, not gonna lie. It's a fun thing to do. Buy a power potion. I could take Terrace Under, I guess. That'll probably kill Phantom. Assuming it doesn't get exhausted with Drum of Battle. Could take a Headbutt to make that a little less likely, I guess. Like Headbutt things to exhaust with the Drum of Battle. No, Reaper is currently not in the game. Oh god, that's gonna freaking exhaust the Impervious. Yeah, Drum of Battle. Good card. Am I just dead? I'm just dead right now. That's my bad. Definitely my bad. Very preventable death here. extremely preventable. I like just forgot. I don't know why I forgot, but I just did. I just forgot how that. I literally just talked about how the mechanic works, and then I just instantly forgot about how that mechanic works. I don't know why I did that. Just instantly forgot. I think I lost that run to just like 2 misplays, basically. Otherwise, it was fine. Kind of sucks. I wanted to try out that damage package. I haven't actually tried out like the rupture every like Terra Sunder type thing yet. So getting an opportunity to try it out and then immediately dying because I make mistakes kind of sucks. Because I might not get the opportunity to try it out again for a while. But yeah, I think I played this fight wrong. The Vine Shambler, I think I played this fight wrong, and then of course I just completely threw in the Phantom fight. That's fine though. I've just been kind of clicking Crucible on silent, and it's been incredibly strong so far. That was a really, really bad draw order to be blocking in, but Ironclad has lots of gimmicks. You don't just make one build. God, what a terrible draw order. I'm actually gonna take damage to this thing. I didn't. Okay, good. I haven't taken damage to this enemy so far playing this game, so you know, I don't want to get embarrassed and take damage to that useless garbage. There's sure a lot of things in this shop. Sure are a lot of things. Barricade is not Ironclad's main way of scaling. It's a rare card. A rare card can never be a character's main way of scaling. That's just not how that works. Add 1 guilty. Not sure, I guess. Have a like and silent just remove strikes. Let's find out. It's like pretty heavily in me, but I could be wrong. This character doesn't really feel like she can actually lose runs to me right now, so it's time to push the limits. Do I take a bouncing flask? Because it does damage. Or is that even necessary? Do I just not do that because you don't need to? I'll take a bouncing flask so I can fight the elite. Well, with that draw order, I guess I'll potion. 18, by the way. Just pathetic, really. I think the idea is the patch made the barricade better because it made infinite worse. I think is the idea. Sure, I've seen a lot of untouchables. That card is kind of broken. But without prepared, enabling it, it is a little bit weaker, I guess. Prepared was like a very stupid enabler. I take Ricochet for Phantom. Is it like a thing you have to do on this character? Like, take things for Phantom. Kind of doesn't feel like you have to think about boss fights, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I like retain the gamble so I can line it up with the Ricochet. Seems chill. Bird. Molten Egg. Skewer got buffed for some reason. I did truly feel very guilty for having that curse on my deck, so I'm glad it's gone. Play 2 defense here, it dies to parrying shield, which is bad, so 1 damage to get an extra turn, some good. Sure. I think I have Dagger Spray next turn anyway. Why would this character need these cards? I don't understand. Go to 3 decks per turn, or 3 decks this turn with this thing. I get permanent weakness. I'll just grab permanent weakness. Why not? Seems chill. Say goodbye to all of your stuff. Just all of it. You didn't deserve it. Yeah. GG's Phantom, you tried to kill the Silent and failed. It's pretty sad, really. Malaise for true permanent weakness. Corrosive Wave with Calc Gamble. A lot of damage. I don't really need upgraded cards. Let's take the energy. I don't mind the energy. Looks like I should be pretty good at Act 2. Gotta be a little bit careful about the Insatiable, I guess. My deck doesn't have a lot of draw in it. This character has no longer... You don't have the prepared card anymore, so... Yeah, taking the remove 5 option. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. What I'm going right is I just run into a lot of elites without going to any fires, and maybe things get weird. I don't really get why I would allow things to get weird when I can just not do that. Haze is like, okay. It's like my least important card, maybe. Haze plus, maybe that gets in. Seems like a better option. Did I really want Bouncing Class back? Maybe. We do like kind of like boss damage, I guess. It's upgraded. It's gotta be better than a strike, right? Your defect is so much more dynamic. You think so? Glad you're enjoying the character. I've been enjoying defect a decent amount as well. The chosen cheese. I'd really rather not add commons to my deck, probably. Now that the prepared isn't broken, it's like a little harder to click those. I guess acro backflip still exists, which are kind of disgusting cards. Like piercing whale. Oh my god. The common pull is just so good. It's just good. I don't know. Doing another anticipate. Acro's fantastic, obviously. Prepare is also okay here. Like you can prepare into play malaise, but a little slow when I have the Pale's Flash. Thinking on one of these. Seems pretty relaxing to click on. Why would I fight an elite? Because they're easy to kill, maybe. Is there a problem with fighting an elite? I don't get to upgrade acro? Sure, I believe that. I like these little guys, they're funny. I guess that sort of did just guarantee I'm gonna redraw into garbage. Which was preventable. Dodge and roll. Meat on the bone next to the Pale's Flesh. Kind of beautiful. Art of the Boss Relic. Artwork's really good. Remove is okay. Could just remove, go next shop. Guess I can remove again. That's kind of broken. My whole draw pile's blocked. I'd like this guy to die at some point. Maybe it's not correct, but if I end up taking damage, I just go into mirror range. And, like, who cares anyway? Ooh, bad draw. Guessing this is lethal. Was doing a devastating 1x8 that turn. Glad I avoided that attack. I just mirror footwork. Yeah, did you know the Silent is actually pure evil? Like, she's the real enemy of the Spire. Accelerant. Well, I want to upgrade like all of these powers. Maybe Accelerant is my best upgrade though. I don't know. Fima. But work. It's all good. It's all good. There's no such thing as bad things on this character. Okay, maybe Accelerant into Bouncing Blast was a bit better, but I'll just play Bouncing Blast. It's fine. It's okay, we have Bouncing Blast in play, like it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, I would probably also choose to not add the Frantic Escape. It's weird. Why does it do that intent? Like, if it just skipped that turn, it'd be a much harder fight. But maybe it needs the statuses in your deck to actually debuff you, you know? It's possible. The Hunt. The Hunt. The Hunt. I can take the Hunt so I can find Adrenaline. It's a brilliant strategy, really. You take the Hunt, and then you find Adrenaline, and you win. GG. These are all upgraded, and just kind of fun. It's my best boss relic here. I don't even know. Can't really be bothered with the Hunt, though. The Whistle is upgraded. So it does 44 damage. Insane. That's giga damage. Powers costing one more seems counterproductive. Every 4 cards you play, draw a card is fine, I think. Just like a bunch of card draw, random card draw. I don't have to fight the door, so we don't have any actual pressure put on us, which is cool. I guess the knob can be a problem, but I just like look to upgrade my powers, right? Go like there. Can even go like here, I guess. Is there a reason to not fight elites with meat on the bone? Not really. The whistle is actually fine. It's pretty good against the knob, right? I just play this to deal 44 damage and skip its turn, and then I get closer to my Pale's Flash. Let's take it because I don't take it, and I'm playing the silence, so I can do whatever I want. Perfect plan. Ow. Guess I can't aggro into it, though. It's slightly problematic. But they're lowering my meat range. Are they geniuses? Might be geniuses. Oh, my deck felt kind of bad in that fight. It was just like dodge. I don't like it. I mean, maybe accelerant. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's no way. That draw. Stunned. You can finally test what happens if you do this. Damn. It has no effect. You know what? Getting an extra turn there was actually pretty good. Like the whistle. Like, it helped a tremendous amount. That would have been kind of cooked without it. Oh, that's not even meat range. Yeah, my meat range is so small now. Okay, not the best, not the worst. At least me on the bones, kind of trying to get my back a little bit. So like another footwork in my deck, or the powers cost one less. It's insane, right? I just don't want the curse. Like the issue with this like event is that I just don't want the curse so badly that I end up not engaging with it really. Good morning, Loopy Fist. They make all my powers cost one less forever by just upgrading my mad science. Problem is, then I can't play my whistle on turn 1. Which is pretty awkward. But I like playing my powers, like I really do. I have well plans. Looks different in this game. I don't know, this seems pretty good to me. Reggiano, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that a lot. You're dead, right? Sub to Parasol Pickers, real. Damn. Heal 10? Sure, I'll take a heal 10. So I'm pretty sure the bosses are just dead, so why would I fight an elite? Like a good reason to? I can't make up a good reason to. Stun the enemy. I don't know if that was the right thing to hold. It probably wasn't in an AoE fight. I can't stun, but like, it doesn't really do all that much. I guess I can take 8 and just like stun this guy. Pretty bad at this fight. But hey, it's okay. We're doing fine. Oh, another leg sweep. Not really. Really not a fan of drawing the whistle on turn 1 here. That was kind of my plan in this fight, actually. And my plan might be like Ghost in a Jar or something. We look for the whistle this turn. Reasonably likely to draw it. It should be kind of fine from here on out, I think. Just kill it, yeah, 15. And I can hold whale still. No, poison does not retain between phases. I'd like to go flask here, because otherwise my damage is just like non-existent. Next turn is kind of hard to deal with if I go flask though. Okay, I'm gonna hold the defend, anticipate, double defend. Like kind of okay. This damage is just kind of too much to like let go. A lot of problems I think if I let that damage go. Okay, so we're kind of running out of damage. Do I hold whale here or do I hold flask? Draw pile is okay for blocking. I'll hold flask and try to make it work. It's a lot of damage, so. hold Haze here and just try to Survivor it away. I really want to hold Flask. Take 4 to play Flask, I think so. I can hold both these potions in the next fight, I'll be fine. Yeah, like Sweep is an incredible card in this game, just in general in both games. Alright, so I have 20 HP and a dex pot to deal with the queen with. Seen worse? Like Fume's Whistle, hold footwork. I guess she gets the debuff for free, but that's okay. Hold Accelerant. There's a big nasty hit coming soon, but I gotta get the Accelerant and play and discard a few hazes. This is enough block. I think I'm gonna malaise this for 3. Right now it's weakened, so it's dealing 15, so it'll be dealing 12, which will weaken to 8. Just 24 plus 9. I'm exactly dead. Oh, no counterplay? Shit. So I guess I play just the ghost into like defend malaise anyway. But do I malaise her is the question. Because I'm playing like a long fight here, kinda. I think I malaise her, right? I just try to kill this one. Maybe I even just like do ghost malaise. I don't know, I kinda need my HP. If she's malaise for 3, she takes so long to attack me, I'm probably fine. Just like discard the haze next turn, play footwork into like. Yeah, we have like a decent turn next turn. I mean, sometimes I guess, because there is the whole. This is so annoying. The Chains of Binding are actually really tough for this deck to deal with, to be honest. You can go Blur, Survivor away the haze, play Bouncing Flask, hold footwork. I've seen better. I've seen so much better. It feels like not hitting the one thing is going to get me killed, right? I can't Piercing Whale here. And I block okay, and she is going to be -3 strength by the time she attacks me, right? So. So Survivor away haze will get killed before it does anything to me. Which is good. Hold dodge and roll. I'm gonna try to weak chain this one. Should be fine from here. We've already actually dealt quite a lot of damage to her, and she has minus strength, so. GG. The whistle kind of did alright, I think. Better than I expected it to do. It was like kind of a chase card in the early turns. I kind of needed this tempo. Or the fights would have been bad, probably. But I had the tempo, so it was fine. Silent can pretty easily solve this game with just a few powers. Like, you just have the beat fume plans, and the game doesn't really deal with that amount of output very well. The door might have been a problem, though. Like, if I rolled into the door here, I would have probably had to take Act 3 elites or take more risks at different points and stuff. Because the door just kills this deck. Like, very aggressively kills this deck. There's not much I can do against the door. So I would have had to been a bit more desperate for power. I think this is the first run that I haven't just been playing 1,000,000 prepareds on silent, though. Maybe there was one other run. I haven't played silent since the patch came out, so yeah, I do kind of like not playing prepared every turn 500 times. There is just something kind of nice about that. What's my favorite character? The current moment, probably Regent, but all the characters have positives and negatives right now. I'm decking Falling Star is not a good choice. It's not the worst thing, though. At least I like have it on that turn. Probably don't take more than 3 here. Holy nerfed glow. It is giga nerfed. Torque toughness kind of good against the boss of this act. Well, now I need to play 2 damage cards next turn. I should have made it to where I only needed to play 1. Yeah, that was bad. Because I want to kill that one anyway. I just lose 5 HP for no reason. I guess the reason is to make more progress on this guy, but Probably not a good enough reason. I'm gonna take a radiate. Just kind of extremely down for a radiate. Just draw radiate. It's just that easy. But if I don't draw radiate, oh, that's a problem actually. Yeah, it's good to take a step back and think, wait, but what if I don't draw that card? Sometimes you should do that. I think like flex pot remove. Oh, why am I not getting my Crucible? I should be getting my Crucible. I want to fight this elite. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. Now I'm fighting this elite without Crucible, and it's like weird. Oh my god. Oh my, disgusting. What the shit are you? Okay, I guess I die. Holy fuck. That's terrible. Oh my god, what a draw order. Am I really just dead? Like, is that just the world we live in? I just die instantly and just at that draw order? Like, oh, that was crazy. I was like, mind-bogglingly terrible draw order. Like, oh my god. I'm like not even that bad at this fight actually. I'm kind of okay at it. It's maybe my best elite. I mean, it's my fault for not getting my third Crucible. Like, I'm not saying the game did anything wrong to me here. Like, but like, I mean, jeez, that was a really bad draw order. Can kill it this turn. That seems like choosing to lose, kind of. We just have to like get lucky in this deck cycle. Okay, we didn't get lucky. We're dead. So to like go strike. I can flex pot play this, but I need to flex pot this, right? And that's not even good enough. Oh yeah, it's not even close to good enough. Okay, at least I drew that. Or maybe not dead. But draw the strike there, I'm like, should be fine. I still have like, you know, a million infections, but these guys have no HP, so. Kingly kick. I will kick you. Kick. I was gonna spoil the battle that says Forge 17 on it. What a card. I'd rather have a Kingly kick though. Spoils get buffed? Yes, it did. It got giga buffed. I play that. Not really. Right. Whacked. I just be clicking bulwark. Can't stop me. There's a few upgrades here. I think it's Venerate probably. 3 stars, kind of like a lot of stars, you know. Oh, my tuning fork. I was gonna play glow this turn anyway. I lied. Owned. I guess. Fencing manual is pretty good. The butchered alignment. Alignment, but it's freaking terrible. Unplayable card. Really rather not play a skill because of the tuning fork. You know, I guess it probably doesn't matter. Because the boss takes a turn off anyway. Which is a binding. Rather not lose my fairy, but if it means to upgrade bulwark, then I'll lose my fairy. Holy giga upgrade. Those are maybe the worst cards I could have drawn possibly on turn 1, so that's good. Glad we're off to a strong start in this fight. I guess I could have also drawn bulwark. That would have been notably worse to also draw bulwark. Kind of hoping to like draw my cards in a better order a little bit. I think I'll still dream though. Dream of the fairy being preserved because I think it can be pretty realistically actually. Maybe it can't be. I had to like play bulwark here. Then you actually no, it's just less blood. Okay, we are memers, I suppose. So I'll die then, sure. Guards. Guards. Fine. Omega turn 1 energy so I can play my Kingly Kick. Do I have to be scared of anything? Or should I just run in? Well, why would I be scared? The regen, I'm powerful. I'm a powerful character. Wow, Kingly Kick. What a despicable draw order. It was like it's just trolling me, really. Gamba. Chuld. What if I just removed like an idiot? If I don't draw my strikes, how can I die? Sincerely love to keep that card. That would just be lovely. Be great. Great news if I could keep that. It's only like the best card in my deck or something. Chuld. This is one of the altered fights. I'm dead. I'm dead. I have guards. I'm fine. Eric's fine. Everything was not fine, chat. It really wasn't. Is it gonna like go into its turn? Oh my god. No, it doesn't. What's that high key? Nightly kick? That'd be kind of crazy if it was stunning. Broken card. That was stunning. So I kind of hope it was because I like that card. Big sword will solve this fight though. I mean, I can run away. Like I can run away like a little baby. There's a baby path that I can run away to. We're gonna be fine. That's actually funny. To take damage here is like really funny. That's extremely funny to me. Okay, I mean, getting no potions wasn't really part of my plan. Like, I was hoping to get a potion at some point. Just some potion. Eventually, but I didn't, so I'm probably dead. I played Chuld. I think I played Chuld. I'm never dead. Never being dead is good. I'm basically dead because I have to add this card to my deck. And adding cards is just like, it's roughly equivalent to death. I would like to fight 2 elites because then I can activate my sword before I fight the crab guy. Getting the sword activated before I fight the crab guy would be pretty cool. Because then I can actually kill them with my damage cards that are presumably somewhere in my deck. The problem is if I fight the B-man, I sort of just fall over and die. So probably can't do that. Oh, strength. That's what I wanted, right? A lot of imagination happening in this run. It's a good run because it's very imaginative. I like how it just... Oh my god. It's free. Thorns. Okay, it's not actually free. We're dead immediately. The game really did not like me saying it was free. It's probably good to play, right? Should probably play that. Hits 9 times, so it's gotta be good, right? Why do I always like look at that number and think it's 28? Like I always do that. Very consistent about it. Antigraph, charge. Oh, wait, charge is nerfed. Shit. Well, still okay. Has anyone tried new charge? Is it terrible now? Doesn't look terrible. Minion dive bomb. Minion dive bomb. Sick. So I can probably upgrade or lift here if I want. I don't know. Like, how am I beating the crabs? Do I just beat them with bad, like with good vibes? So I just kind of look at them and they die. I can kind of get to the point where I can play like Venerate Reflect every turn with 2 childs in play, which isn't bad, right? That's pretty good. I wonder if I should rest there. It's an interesting thought, actually. Kingly Kick. Charge. My card seems kind of chill still. That was pretty chill. You can play Venerate and use Lucky Tonic. Good Child of the Stars draw order. Charge seems like it. It's kind of just doing the same thing I was doing before, mostly. Mostly the glow nerf that matters for the infinite thing. Sort of hoping to draw my cards in a better order, actually. But you know, I'll take what I get. I'll take. It's. I'm doing okay. I guess that does weaken me, which is like kind of awkward for killing this turn. It's not that awkward though. We're being honest with ourselves. Kingly Kick. You have Stonecracker and Bellows. Fully upgraded. Tyranny does not seem particularly good here. It's like fine. Royalties is $1, but I have to like spend time playing it, which is kind of sad. Can I enchant my sword with double damage? I can make Kingly Kick deal 70, which is just kind of funny. I don't know how good it is, but it's just kind of objectively funny. These mauls will deal like a tremendous amount of damage. I don't really care though. $70 damage is just funny. Like that's just ridiculous. That's so much damage. So if I play this, it'll deal 8 times 5. kingly kick. Glimmer. What does it do, really? Oh, it puts kingly kick on top. Broken. Not generically broken, but definitely kind of broken. Keep drawing my cards in the wrong order. Why are they so fat? Glow. Good. Not taking a glow, that's crazy. What's the best thing? Like the skill that draws cards. I think it's always just power, right? Make my child's cost one less. But like, it doesn't matter to upgrade this, really. I guess random 2 strength, 2 dexterity can't be that bad. Oh, my strength. Guards. No guards next turn. I really would rather have this next turn, right? I guess I can block with this, right? It could be worse. Yeah, guards. The greatest card of all time. You know, it does kind of feel nice charging glow, not just winning me the run by themselves. I have to play other cards. That's kind of cool. You just get 3 strength, which is kind of fun. Do I get to go to a shop? No. Like rest and farm. I like to farm because, I don't know, my attacks deal double damage. I should be able to kill things, right? Gradiate just says the enemy dies on it, kind of, a little bit. Maybe it's overdoing it, though. I could see it. Venerate next turn. King Lake Kick will cost 0. Almost just kills, but it doesn't quite just kill. Boat clasp is incredible. I feel like just having the star outlet, like just being able to like gain stars at any point so I can play my reflex more consistently. So I'm not fighting the door again. Just dodging the door today, apparently. It's a unlock all is the command. If you're looking for how to unlock everything. You kind of like energy. Swift 2 on a child is pretty strong. 2 more damage on Radiate's pretty strong. This thing just starts dealing comical amounts of damage. Actually, I can't enchant it. I was gonna do the child anyway. But... I didn't want to lose my rogue gamble, that's why I played it like this. It's like why I did it this way, so I want to lose my rogue gamble, and then the game's like, actually, screw you, bro, you suck. I can't lose my rogue gamble, it's just annoying. It's like a line. Go bulwark, defend. I lose all these cards. I can still activate reflect in my draw pile. fact that I can't kill that's crazy. Oh, my star potion just came back easy. Bear, no. That would be kind of funny. Alright, so the next elite can be either the eyeball or the knight. I think I'm like okay at both of those fights is the thing. I like relics. Usually I find that I win more often when I have relics. Not playing it right there is kind of suspicious. Gotta try to play reflect this turn. Maybe that's greedy. I suppose it was quite greedy, huh? Yeah, the venerate early was bad. Alright. So can I really fight an elite here? Feels like a lot to ask from this deck. But I can't just rest in the Pantograph, so if I'm not dead... Charge still good. Still seems good to me. It does 26 damage for 1 energy. Like, a lot of the time this thing just does 26 damage for 1 energy. That's, like, kind of a lot. Do you want to not waste my fort? Not really, right? Put Kingly Kick on top. I'll draw again next turn. So the planet's kind of just guards. What if I put a burn on top because it's guards? I guess Child Glow. Actually, no, it's never guards, right? I guess it could be. It just guards all of this away in full block and then gamble later. I can play Reflect, but then I lose my Radiate next turn, which is probably bad. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to play Reflect. The reason is simply not there. A puzzle. Sure, why not? So I can just rest here and then be full HP into the boss gauntlet, which does seem kind of reasonable. Given that my deck does just beat the boss gauntlet if I draw my cards. Like the easiest guards of my life. Give it a like toughness. Probably get rid of Astral Pulse, to be honest. It's pretty bad. I would keep Falling Star though. Damn. So I'd like to play like Mad Science and then Reflect. We'll die to the Reflect though. That's the thing. But I get the Mad Science and play. I have like another Reflect on the draw pile and Glimmer. I'm gonna limit it on stars in this line though. It's okay. Yeah, that was pretty gross, pretty gross. She just kind of got obliterated. I don't think this guy is gonna do much better if I had to guess. But... could be wrong. So I can play my power. Take puzzle. Or I can just reflect. It dies. I don't take any damage and then misses. This guy maybe. The knob retain its strength. I agree. I kind of have problems in this fight, actually. I'm realizing slowly here. Taking 1 wound, but I have charge. It's not even like a permanent wound. So I can gain some stars. This thing only does 75 though. I guess I could use a star potion. Like Star Pot, Kingly Kick, Radiate will kill probably. Then I can play Charge. Why would I do that though? You just have like a Kingly Kick set up. My Kingly Kick does approximately 1 bajillion damage, so... Alright, GG. Break my jaws in the Nemesis phase guy, probably just because my deck building is not very efficient, tends to be very wide. Yeah, if you let the burns happen multiple times, your draws will start to get very inconsistent. But you just have to have a deck that doesn't allow that to happen, right? Glow next turn draw. Yeah, Glow felt fine, but it felt more like a one of, maybe. Like a really, really solid one of in your deck instead of a card you'll take like 2 or 3 of and upgrade all of them aggressively. It felt like a really solid, good card, like a good common one of that you want in your deck most runs. Instead of just like this infinite enabling nonsense garbage. Just felt very fair to me. Try Boomerang felt pretty strong. I mean, making Kingly Kick deal 70 damage is not bad. Radiate deal 1 billion damage. Not the best boss relic, but definitely solid. And yeah, of course, Child of the Stars plus Reflect and Royal Gamble and Charge and Guards. Like, there are a lot of good cards in this deck. A lot of good cards. Yeah, Charge is still a really solid card for sure. It's hard for a card designed that way to be bad, to be honest. The numbers on it are just kind of good. Yeah, the door is definitely the biggest problem. Like, I mean, these bosses are just complete losers. These bosses are just fake. The door is an actual boss. I mean, Glow still felt pretty good to play to me. Played 2 stars, 1 card draw. That's pretty good. The next turn draw is a nice little bonus as well. I just didn't feel like I was cheating, which is nice. This is like a thing that I've been noticing, you know. I've been like watching the discourse around the new patch and stuff. And like, I think we have to be very careful as a community because it's easy to ask for balance changes based solely not on logic, not on reasoning that you not reasoning that you went through to like discover how something works in the game, but because something gives you less dopamine than something else. Like, you want to balance the game based on the dopamine in your brain instead of based on what is actually logical and makes the game more interesting and have a more long-term strategic foundation that will allow it to thrive for many years. Like, the inclination is just to walk into a fight and, oh, this got nerfed and it feels bad. And because it feels bad, I don't like it, and it makes just gives me bad dopamine, right? Like, when I play the new prepared, it feels worse than when I play the old prepared. So therefore, the old prepared was better. I prefer the old prepared because it feels better than the new prepared. I walk into the new, like, shambling fight in Act 1, whatever that fight's called again. The Underdogs, Skulking Colony. And it punches me really hard and adds a lot of dazes, and I can't deal more than 15 damage, and that feels bad. So therefore, it's a bad fight and needs to be changed. You know, I walk into the door fight and my cards get taken away from me, and that feels bad compared to the old fight where I could do whatever I wanted. So therefore, it should be changed. You know? Like, there's a lot of dopamine balancing, which in some games, and in most games, is a fine way to approach balancing a game, because you can just say, well, if it's not fun, there's no point, right? Like, if you're not having fun playing the game, then why are you playing the game? The game should be fun. So dopamine is a fine way to look at balance. But strategy games are a bit different, because if you balance completely around dopamine, you end up with Balatro, and I don't really want to play Balatro Spire. I want to play like Slay the Spire 2, you know, with a similar kind of strategy space and complexity to Spire 1, because I think the game is beautiful and perfect. That's obviously my opinion about Spire 1. I just think the game's incredible, so I would like this game to mimic that type of strategy where, like, some things do feel bad. Some cards are just bad and you can't click them in a lot of situations because they feel and they feel bad to click and they feel bad to use. They don't have dopamine attached to them. When I think a lot of people perception of balance in video games is like, if I click a card and it feels bad to play, the card needs to be buffed, because the whole point of clicking cards is to feel good. So therefore it needs to be buffed. And if you balance around this type of thinking, you just end up with Balatro Spire, and I don't think the game will be very interesting in the long term. Like, people will just start winning nearly 100% of their runs, and they won't be having fun, because if you don't lose, if you don't struggle, then the feeling of winning stops meaning anything after a certain point. You know, if you just win every time, and it's effortlessly easy to win every time. If every run just feels good, high dopamine, every card feels good, then you just never end up in bad situations. Agree, but also I think too many cards in SCN1 had too little use case scenarios. See, this is just a thing I disagree with. I just don't agree. I think maybe too many cards had too many use case scenarios. Like, there should have been more useless cards in the card pools. Because, like, the characters in Spire 1 were, like, approaching 95+% win rate at the end of the game. Like, all of them. So, like, clearly the card pulls aren't weak. They're very strong and can be optimized to an extremely high level. The existence of bad cards is what allows bad runs to happen. If there's no bad commons, bad runs do not happen. They don't happen. They don't exist. There's only good runs, basically. Yeah, Spire 2's Clad's synergy packages don't feel fully fleshed out in some ways. In other ways, they feel fine, but they definitely have a lot of ideas, and they're going to be experimenting and stuff. It doesn't feel like bad ideas. It just feels like incomplete ideas. Like they just have to work on it. Clad still feels very strong to me in this game, by the way. I think Clad is very, very powerful. I mean, I think all the characters are very powerful. Maybe Clad is the weakest, but that's only because I think all the other characters are very strong as well. Clad just has the least access to weakness, so that kind of hinders his ability to perform it like in Act 1 sometimes. Yeah, I feel like people are underrating a lot of the synergies on Clad for sure. I think Clad's card pull is pretty good in this game. It's just a little incomplete. I do think there's some work to be done just to make it more cohesive, but I don't think it's weak by any means at all. Yeah, I don't know. When I look at like card rewards in this game, just in general, on all of the characters, I never really feel like I'm bricking card rewards. It always just feels like I'm being offered strong things, and I could leverage those strong things to win every run. Like it doesn't feel like there's a run where like, oh, my card reward's bricked. That happens in Spire 1, but it just like doesn't happen in this game because there's just too many good cards. There's so many good cards that every card reward kind of feels good to look at. And you can always get into good synergy spaces that win pretty easily without really struggling that much. That could be a problem of enemies. There's lots of ways to balance that. I'm not saying you have to nerf every card. I'm just saying Spire 1, I think, could have used some nerfed cards and didn't really need any buffed cards, in my opinion. That's how I see it. Some of the cards in that game should probably be nerfed, and some of them, I don't think really any of them should be buffed. It's just fine to have like some useless commons in the card pool that you never take, because if you don't have that, then there's no real actual useless commons in Spire 1 besides like some Watcher commons, but that's because the character's too strong. Like every other character, you can use any of the commons at different points in the run. There's always like some kind of use case hidden in the character that you can look for. That's kind of what makes it beautiful. Like you had years and years of people complaining that Clash was bad, right? Like Clash is terrible, Clash is terrible. And Clash isn't a good card in Spire 1. But, you know, years down the line, you have people actually using it in some ways to deal with Act 1 elites on occasion. So it actually has a purpose. But if that complaining would have happened when patches were being made, then Clash would have almost certainly been buffed or reworked or something. And then you wouldn't have been able to discover and utilize Clash in the state that it was in, and like use it in that strategy space. Use a bad card to win more runs because you understand that bad card very well. Like one of the most fun things to do in Slay the Spire is to really understand bad cards and be able to utilize them to your advantage to win runs that otherwise you wouldn't be able to win without those cards. That's just a lot of fun. But when you make every card strong, it actually does the opposite of what people think it does. It doesn't make you broaden your horizons and like take bad cards sometimes. What it actually does is homogenizes things because you never end up in a weak position because your commons are just all strong. So you can play for the same strategy every time because you never have to get flexible. You never have to like build a complicated deck because you never are in a weak position. Like you're always strong enough to take on the challenges of the run. Like that's what happens when you don't have weak cards, is you end up never taking weak cards or like even mediocre cards, because you can just leverage the power of your card pool to only take strong cards. That's kind of what's happening on Regent right now. On Regent, you just only have to take like the S tier cards because like his card pool is just so strong that you never end up in a bad enough position to be forced to take bad cards. Because just every card is good. It's somewhat a problem of the enemies as well, though. You can fix this problem in more than one way. Like, the enemies are also just not pressuring you enough. Feel about the Regent colorless stuff. It's like a nice tack-on addition to a deck sometimes. It's not like a full synergy package, and it doesn't need to be. Some synergies don't need to be like, I can build a full deck of colorless stuff. I mean, you can, but it's just not strong. But like, on occasion, you can use Spectrum Shift to do something on this character. On occasion, you can use like Bundle of Joy to do something on this character. Quasar is probably the best one. Quasar you can use to do something on this character, especially if you have it upgraded. Then the 0 cost add upgraded colorless is pretty strong. The like relic that you can get from the Regent, the rare relic, this one is pretty good. 2 colorless cards. There's just a lot of like options in your opening hand, so you can do a lot with that. So overall, it's just a nice like addition to the deck, but it doesn't take the deck to or it doesn't make the deck really. It's a nice addition sometimes. You know, like Spire 2 card pull is that much stronger than Spire 1. I think it's a bit stronger, like noticeably stronger. But the enemies are weaker as well, and that's the bigger problem probably. But I thought about if Act 1 events are too strong. I mean, I have thought about it, of course. It feels like you get removes and transforms too often from Act 1 events. Like like random upgrades. Like I just too often end up with an optimized deck leaving Act 1. Like I'm okay with getting some value, but being able to just remove all my basics because of Act 1 events makes them feel too strong, because I just get to go to them and kind of get to a good strategy space very quickly. Because transforms in this game are just generically very strong. I think they haven't balanced transforms yet though, because they're just stronger in this game because the rare pools are bigger and the like uncommon pools are bigger kind of. So like you see more good cards, and also just the amount of good. There's less bricks. Like there's less bad cards in this game than there was in Spire 1, so you just see good cards more often. So they kind of have transforms just given to you as if it was Spire 1, but in reality they're much, much stronger than they were in Spire 1. So it needs to be a bit different probably. And they are working on it. Like they changed the Transform 2 event to make it to where you lose all your gold instead of just 100 gold. They changed some of the remove 1 events to no longer remove 1. Like they're working on it. I think they have the right idea of like being able to get rid of all your basics very quickly is really strong and makes it too easy to build a good deck every time. So I'm hoping that they address that in the future. No, I haven't noticed any significant differences in map gen. Apparently, you just get 1 extra hallway fight per act. Like -1 event plus 1 hallway fight is the change, which is not significant really. It's not something you're gonna notice for sure. It is there and it will affect runs, but it's not gonna like be super noticeable. It's a minor thing. I think the game's in a good place for future development right now. I'm interested to see what they bring to the final balance state of like what this patch is going to end up looking like how much they're going to listen to people complaining, like if they're going to reverse a lot of the things that people are complaining about or not. Because it's not really about if the changes are good or not. What it's about is if they reverse a lot of the changes that people are complaining about, that means that we'll never really get nerfs in this game, because nerfs will always be complained about no matter what. If there's something like, that's every game, because nerfs feel bad. They're low dopamine. So like you play the game and something got nerfed, it just feels icky to you because you're like, ew, nerf. I don't like nerf because nerf is bad. When I play the card, it feels worse. So low dopamine, it feels bad. I fight the enemy, it does more stuff, so it feels bad. You know, that kind of feeling doesn't feel good, right? So that will always happen. Like you nerf anything and people are going to complain. There might be different levels of complaints, but people will complain every time. So if you always listen to people complaining about nerfs, like you're never actually going to get to nerf anything, because people will just complain about it. And buffs will never get complained about. Like there's like this buff randomly. Like I could complain about this buff because it makes no sense, right? This relic was strong before and it just got +1 block because people complained about it, and that's annoying. Like it doesn't need +1 block. But like it still feels good to use the relic, and it feels better now because 7 block. So nobody's actually going to complain that this got buffed. Even though for the balance state of the game, this might be worse than a lot of the nerfs that people are complaining about for the actual balance state of the game, because like you don't deserve this 1 block. But it's not going to get complained about because it increases dopamine instead of lowering dopamine. And things that lower dopamine will just be disproportionately complained about way more than things that increase dopamine, even if it's worse for the strategy space. Like it makes the game worse to buff things, but people will not complain about it because it's higher dopamine. It feels better to use, and that matters more than something being. It's hard to quantify things being good in a strategy space, and it doesn't feel good for something to be good in a strategy space in the short term. In the long term, it matters a lot for things to be good in the strategy space, because like it affects every run forever, and the game will get dull if the strategy space degrades. But in the short term, the immediate reaction is always going to be nerfs are bad, buffs are good. I think the Doormaker should deal as much damage as it's dealing right now. I think you could come up with some cool ideas. You could come up with some cool ideas for how to do the eat card mechanic. I think this is just the first iteration of the eat card mechanic. I think it's a cool idea, and it does affect deck building in an interesting way, but people are always going to complain about the RNG. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but like people are going to complain about it. So like I've found interesting ways to play around the RNG and Doormaker when I fought it, and it's felt very fun. Like to me, to deck build into this fight feels very fun, and very engaging to me right now. But you can make it still feel fun and engaging without it being as RNG as it is now. Like I've heard some cool ideas, like when it takes the card from you, it summons a minion, and that minion is like a door, right? Because it's a Doormaker, so it makes a door. And then you have to kill the door to get your card back. If you like need your card really badly, and it doesn't have like that much HP or something. That sounds kind of neat, or something like that. Like something in that range could be fun. There's lots of cool ideas that you could implement into that fight, and this is just the first iteration of the fight. But I think they're onto something with the fight. It's fun to play, for sure. No, it does correct amounts of damage. It's just these bosses don't deal enough damage. Like these bosses are just pathetic losers, garbage. They suck at everything. The door is dealing an appropriate amount of damage for an Act 3 boss. It's dealing the correct amount of damage. That's how much damage they should be dealing. But like these guys just suck. You won't fill out a survey unless people aren't happy with it. So your surveys are skewed because people rarely take time to compliment. Yeah, there's a negativity bias, right? But overall, I just hope they can see past all of the complaining and see more like what's actually happening in the game. And maybe all the changes aren't good, but a lot of the changes are good. The game feels a decent amount more fun to play right now than it did pre-patch. Like just is. It just is more fun to play. Like I just fully believe that. I think the game is more fun right now. And it's not like a super insignificant amount. It's like a decent amount more fun to play. It's not perfect by any means, but it is fun. Yeah, I'll let the designers cook when it comes to the door. Not matriarch. I mean, we already have Lagavulin and matriarch. It'd be like not patriarch, right? Just a not patriarch. Not patriarch Act 4 boss. For sure. 100%. I believe. That's the Act 4 elite, is the not patriarch. Just the gremlin knob. Gigantic. Nob lives in our hearts. It's true. Just like Crowman lives in my heart. After he died. Died. He's dead. So I have just been sort of clicking Silver Crucible and it like never loses. So maybe Merle was onto something. It is kind of a hard thing to evaluate though, the Crucible. I wasn't a Crucible doubter, but I was like, Crucible is okay, you know, like it's character specific and like I still think it's kind of character specific to be honest. Like, I don't think it's actually that great on Clad. Maybe maybe it's just kind of good on Clad too. I don't know. Could be. It's definitely good on Regent though. That is definitely the case. Like it is good on this character. I know that for sure. It's also good on Silent. I figured that out. We'll see where I go from here, but it's definitely good on these two characters. Miss Knob, yeah, me too. I need to be punished for adding acrobatics in Act 1. If I add acrobatics Act 1 and nothing bad happens to me, like, what am I even playing? Like, what hack job game is this? What scam game is this? I pick acrobatics and my deck just gets better. Like, no matter where in the run I am. I'm in Act 1, acrobatics, your deck gets better. Like, I don't have to walk into Knob and play acro and take more damage. It just doesn't happen. I just play acro and it's always good every time. Take burning packs in Act 1 without a care in the world. And Crucible is the best Niao choice by far. I mean, I still think it's probably Transform 2, but you know, that's just me. Crucible, it feels like the high rolls feel really good, but the mid rolls, you don't really see them as much, and low rolls don't exist in this game, so. That's so much worse. Yeah, losing a relic is a big deal. Like a chest relic, it's a big deal. Not a small thing to lose a relic. Yeah, it just matters how true that actually is. Like, if your character can leverage strength to take elites anyway, and you can like upgrade anyway, and you end up with a good deck anyway, and then you just get like +2 transforms. You get a lot out of that. Like, I think on Necrobinder, it's pretty convincing that Transform 2 is much stronger than Silver Crucible. If Silver Crucible is stronger on any character, it's probably Regent. I could like maybe see that. Maybe Silent. Silent's upgraded commons are just broken, so. But Silent cards are just broken. Like, Silent, it probably just doesn't matter. If you see those two options, you should just always win. Like, it's a 100% win rate versus a 100% win rate option. Like, why are you caring about it? Maybe Crucible's a bit better because there's like slightly less RNG and resting is a bit stronger, but on Necrobinder, Transform 2 is definitely stronger than Crucible. I would be absolutely shocked if that's not the case. That would be crazy. That would be insane. Transform 2 is by far the best option on Necrobinder. I mean, okay, there's also Remove 2. I can see Remove 2 also being stronger on Necrobinder than Crucible, to be honest. Could also see that being true. Both of those options on Necrobinder are just disgusting. Actually disgusting. Yeah, I haven't played a Necro run where I took transform or remove 2 after the nerf to remove 2, so maybe the like HP loss will feel like a bigger deal. But it feels like remove 2 Necro just kind of stomps Act 1, but could be wrong. Yeah, remove 1 and transform 1 are also good on Necrobinder. The removes and transforms on Necrobinder are just good. They're just good. They hit. They hit pretty hard. All right. So yesterday after stream, am I planning on doing any sort of guides or something? Probably I will do stuff like that, yeah. If I come up with an interesting idea. I think I'm like pretty good at Regent at this point, so I could probably make a Regent guide that like is pretty good. I think I'm pretty good at this character. Yeah, every run I play a Regent, my estimation of how good the character is just goes up. Very strong. Well, with making guides at this stage in the game is that they might just be irrelevant, misinformative by next Thursday. Absolutely. That's kind of my problem with it as well. Like, tier lists are a bit easier to make. They still have the same problem of becoming outdated, but, you know, they're more just an opportunity to talk about the game in its current state. But, like, if you make a guide, then you're acting like this is how to play the character, and then, like, in a week, that the strategy that you're recommending people use is nowhere near as strong, right? If something gets changed. Or something else becomes much stronger, so, like, you're just missing out on that information. So you're like kind of only making the video because you expect it to get views on YouTube, which like isn't really the reason I want to make videos for the most part. Like that's part of the reason, I guess, but I would like to put good ideas out there as well, right? Like I want the ideas in the videos to be good. I don't want to just be putting out ideas that aren't good and don't have like long-standing importance in the game. Yeah, I did post my first like, I mean, okay, it was just a clip from the stream. Like, it was my tier list from yesterday, the ancient relics tier list that I made. I posted it on YouTube. A decent amount of people watched it. A lot of people complained about my vocal fry in the comment section. How do you feel, chat? I feel like I just filter out by just existing people who don't like vocal fry. I think my existence just filters them out of my chat, right? Like they're just not going to be able to watch this stream if they don't like vocal fry. But the YouTube channel is different. Like there's a lot of people who have that problem with my voice, and they will just pop into the YouTube channel, right? And then they will have a problem. Yeah, the guide could still be helpful for new players, but there's kind of a fundamental problem with guides. I'm still thinking about how I want to approach the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. This is just like the way I talk. It's just always the way I talk. It's been how I've been talking forever. Just like people who won't get incredible knowledge from Zegnar because of his accent. I don't know. It's a little different. I think some people listen to vocal fry and it actually bothers them. Like something about it just is irritating, you know. I think that's a bit different than like being somewhat racist, you know. Oh, they found me through the YouTube tier list. Yeah, I'll be posting more stuff on YouTube. A lot of people like look for, or that's how they find people like the content creators, is they just get recommended random YouTube videos. Yeah, if you've never noticed it, then you're just not the type of person that's bothered by vocal fry, because I have some of the most extreme vocal fry you can have. Keep getting recommended Jason videos. Yeah, his videos do just kind of go well on the algorithm. I just click don't recommend channel, you know, highly recommend. I don't really watch Spire content on YouTube because it's not like relevant to me. I don't need to watch like someone's guide about something or whatever. I don't need that information. And if someone watches like a stream, or someone like plays a run and they're just posting the run, I would just rather watch the live stream and watch them play the run itself, you know, rather than watch a video that's potentially edited. I don't like edited Spire content, to be honest. It's like part of the reason. Another part of the reason is it's difficult to make edited Spire content, and like I would rather just post the runs, but genuinely I just prefer the full runs, like just being posted as full runs and just watching from beginning to end. Like that's just my preferred way of watching. I don't really like when they have intros or edited, like some stuff is edited out. I just want to watch the full run. Like that's how I feel about it. That's how I've always felt about it. So that's what will be on my YouTube channel, partly because it's easier, but also, and I don't really want to hire someone to edit my videos because I'll just do it all myself. Like I've been making all the stuff myself. And that's what I'll be posting because I just prefer that. Yeah, I just prefer watching VODs. Like just going to the stream channel and watching the VOD. That's my preferred way to experience runs rather than watching on YouTube. I don't really watch YouTube Spire content because I want to see the chat. But most of the time I'm just like watching streams, like live runs. It's my preferred way of getting the content. Yeah, I don't know. If Jason keeps this shit up, we might have to do battle at some point. Why don't you like VODs on? Because I do 2x speed. I like the player more. Yeah, I like YouTube's player more too. But I stream on YouTube and I save all my VODs to a playlist, and YouTube saves the VODs forever. So like that, I would prefer if VODs were always saved to YouTube because I prefer them on YouTube for sure. Because YouTube is just a better platform. Twitch has the advantage of chat, but I do have the chat on screen, so in the YouTube VODs you can see the chat at least. You can like see what they were saying in any given moment. It's not about seeing like everyone chat, and really I don't mind seeing even like somewhat bad ideas. Like say in my new YouTube video, right? Let me go into the comments here. Dance. Might hear my voice. Like you got some people saying like, okay, this relic here got complained about quite a lot in the comment section, right? This relic here, the Seal of Gold. A lot of people said the Seal of Gold is extremely strong. And I put it basically right next to Ectoplasm. I said it's a very similar relic to Ectoplasm. And a lot of people are like, okay, this relic is extremely powerful, actually. It's one of the best boss relics. And it's definitely much better than Ectoplasm, right? But like, I don't mind seeing this type of opinion. By my metrics, this relic is pretty bad because let's like do some counting, right? If we look at this fight, it goes 5 turns. It goes 5 turns. And if I have Seal of Gold, I gain 7 gold for doing this fight. How much gold do I lose? 25 gold. So I lose overall. What did I say? 25 to 7. So I lose 18 gold overall for going to this fight. I just go minus 18. Now ectoplasm doesn't go minus 18. This relic does go minus 18 for going 5 turns in this fight, right? 5 turns in this fight, 15 gold. You just lose 10 gold, right? So you're losing money kind of constantly if you go to fights. So this relic actually loses you money per floor overall unless your deck is fast. Aside from the fact that you get things like old coin and the fish value, things like that can be gotten with the Seal of Gold, but not with ectoplasm, right? So that's the upside. The extra downside of the Seal of Gold is that you run out of gold. Like if something takes away all your money, then you go to no energy per turn. Like you lose your boss relic, right? And it's going to be hard to recover from that and get your gold back. As soon as you reach that point, you're just kind of stuck at no energy return for like kind of the rest of the run. So there are a decent amount of downsides to the Seal of Gold. I could see it being a little bit stronger, a decent amount stronger than ectoplasm, but it's not a good relic. Like it needs a decent amount of support to actually be giving you enough gold to buy things. Like people are saying you could just go to shops and remove and still have enough gold to remove. That's only true if you have a decent amount of gold when you go into the act, right? You're just going to lose your gold, or if your deck is fast. And that's what I said in the video is like, if your deck is fast, Seal of Gold's pretty good. Like if you're winning fights on turn 2 pretty consistently, then you're only spending 10 gold to get that extra energy to accelerate you to that win condition. But if that's the case, ectoplasm would have probably also been fine. But maybe the removes are valuable enough and you don't have enough gold to remove, you know. Yeah, if you have the spoils quest, if you have that guaranteed, then you can take that as extra money to fund that energy for a long time. You probably shouldn't have the spoils quest because it's just kind of bad, but if you do. Yeah, royalties on Regent, things like that. There's probably more things that make the Seal of Gold a bit better than ectoplasm that would make it better than ectoplasm overall, but there are also advantages to ectoplasm in this game, and I don't think ectoplasm is also that bad. It's worth noting that in that tier list, the relics that are that low, I don't think they're bad. Like all the relics in C tier, I think are good relics. I think the relics in D tier are kind of bad, but not even that bad. And the relics in C tier are truly bad. Or the relics in D tier are like truly bad, some of them, and then not all of them. But C tier, like the relics are fine. Like the relics aren't bad. It's just that the relics in this game, the boss relics are just good overall. So the A and S tier relics are just amazing relics. Especially S tier, they're broken relic. So, like, I don't think that highly of Seal of Gold. I could see it going up a bit for sure, but I still don't think that highly of it. Like, you actually do lose more gold than you gain if your deck is slow, and a lot of decks are slow in this game. And, like, you go to a boss fight and you'll just randomly lose, like, a ton of money in the boss fight. Okay, to be fair here, you lose 50 gold and gain 75, so maybe it wouldn't be that bad, but like that's 25 gold compared to 75 gold that you would have otherwise. Like it's a decent amount to lose. It's close to an ectoplasm. Maybe it is a bit better, but it's like around there. It's not unfair to compare the two relics. Like they're very comparable. You do lose a lot of money either way. Why do I think the 600 gold quest thing is bad? Primarily because it's like a Act 1 curse, which is the most dangerous part of the game, to potentially get value in Act 2, but sometimes you have to wait all the way till Act 3 to get value from this curse. Like you add a curse to your deck, and then you have to wait till Act 3 shop, which sometimes can be even late Act 3, because sometimes the shop is only a late Act 3. So you have to wait till late Act 3 to get the value from this curse that you add to your deck. So you have to add a curse in Act 1 to maybe get value, like at worst in late Act 3, which is pretty bad. It's just that low roll is just worth playing around in this game. If the game was more well balanced, I could see it being better to take it. Like if the late game was scarier, right? Like if the heart existed or some kind of Act 4, because then you're like, oh, I need to get strong and this is a risk worth taking. But right now the risk just isn't worth taking because the late game isn't that tough and the early game is the toughest part. So taking a risk early game just doesn't really make sense for like potential late game value. Just with the game in its current balance state, but like with an Act 4, with an improved Act 3 and Act 2, like this could definitely change. And that event could stay exactly as it is and eventually be completely fine in the way that it's balanced right now. Because right now it's just kind of like take an option for early game, you get the potion, or take an option for late game. But right now the early game option just kind of always outweighs the late game option because of the way the game is balanced. But that might not be true later on, so just my current feelings about it. Yeah, cocoa plus tea set plus bread. I mean, having cocoa and tea, like, I mean, those are good drinks, but at the same time, don't know about that. Yes, you can have a shop without, or Act 2 without a shop in the second half. It can't happen. It's happened to me a couple times with the curse in my deck, and I've had to wait till Act 3. You do lose the curse in your deck. Like, you don't have to keep the curse till Act 3, but you only get payoff for the curse. Like, obviously, as soon as you open the chest and get 600 gold, it's probably just worth it on average, but you don't get the value until you get a shop, so. Alright, so Baylor Lord should be going live in like 5 minutes. Might just raid out to Baylor when he goes live. Yeah, for a little bit longer, and then come back later after I eat. And I said I would come back later yesterday, but I got busy with family stuff, so I didn't end up coming back later. But this time I will. Unless I get busy again, but probably won't. Yeah, I can yacht for a bit longer, hang out. Kind of interested to try more clad stuff. It kind of sucks because I would have like enjoyed trying this out because I haven't actually gotten this like Terra Center package but together before. But I just like threw the run. So it might be a little while before I get something together that like lets me play into this again. I enjoyed the new Doormaker fight. Absolutely. I really like it. Okay, so far every time I've fought it, it's been much more fun to fight than any of the other Act 3 bosses, like by far, like just not even close. It actually does damage. It's so much more fun. Quick tier list or something. I mean, I could throw the Niao tier list together, but like, I don't know if the new Niao bonuses are put onto the tier list yet, because there's like there's a few new ones, right? There's like this one here is new, and this one here is new. I don't know if like those are on the tier list yet. This is multiplayer cards. That's what that is. I was wondering what that relic was. I hadn't seen it yet. I do like have a ranking of these, I think, in my head, but also I haven't really played with the new shears yet, or the new leafy poultice. Like, they do have bigger downsides now, so I could wait a little bit longer to actually have better information. I haven't even like clicked this yet. I don't really have a good idea of how strong it is yet. I haven't been offered it. I haven't been offered this or this, so maybe this seems good, by the way. Maybe like I'll try it out before I make a tier list. Like, I'll actually try the relics, you know. Won't be full reactionary. Like, I actually try the relics before I rank them. The thought is crazy. Not that I did that yesterday. I did make a tier list with boss relics that I hadn't tried, and guess what? I did try the boomerang today, so you know, it was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. Never been offered them either. They were just added like a couple days ago in the last balance update, and you might not be playing on the beta branch. If you're not playing on the beta branch, then you won't see those relics because they're only in the beta branch right now. They're very newly added Meow options, and I'm happy to see it too. I actually missed, like, really did miss random rare or choose a rare. Like, I like choose a rare as an option. It's fun. And like, it just felt wrong to not have choose a rare in the game, genuinely. Like, to have like transform 2 and other stuff. Like, I like choose a rare. Choose a rare is just cool. Like, it's just a fun option to click. So I'm very glad to see that come back. I was kind of sad to see it go. It'll be an interesting time to click on that. I just like the choice. Like, it's often an interesting choice. Not always an interesting choice. Sometimes you get offered like 2 garbages and a broken thing. So. But often it is interesting. Let's choose rare versus random rare. I mean, you get to see 3 options for a curse instead of 1 option. Does depend on the character. On Regent, choose a rare is probably significantly stronger than random rare. Probably, just because choose a rare, you're probably going to get something good. Random rare, you might get something really bad. Like on Necrobinder, maybe random rare is stronger because the curse is much worse, and the random aspect of it is less bad because most of Necrobinder's rares are good. So like, it just character dependent, right? Like, this character, choose a rare might be better, and Necrobinder, random rare might be better. It just depends. So how late do you think Baylor's going to be, chat? I don't really have anyone else to raid. I mean, there's a couple other people live, but I'm just going to like start Baylor's stream with a raid, so. But you know, sometimes he's late. Thoughts on new Doormaker? I like it, personally. I'm a fan. Certainly like it better than the other Act 3 bosses. I changed them before I changed Doormaker, but I know Doormaker will probably get changes first because people are complaining about it. But I think it's the least problematic in-game boss. I think the other ones have bigger issues. Okay, Baylord is typing in the stream announcements channel on his Discord. I think it's safe to say that he's about to go live. Probably. Crazy how fast the rhetoric around this game changed. What do you mean? You mean it's like gotten more negative because of the nerfs? Also, that's on the new Stoke. I was sure it exhausts when I was reading patch notes, but then I realized it doesn't. What is this? Yeah. Stoke is great. Broken card, especially upgraded. Definitely a card you want to upgrade. Look for the upgrade on that card for sure. I haven't fought new Doormaker yet, but it seems like you can get really screwed over by draw order. Yeah. I mean, you can, but mostly you get screwed over by building a bad deck that's bad at the fight. I would say that's mostly what's going to screw you over in that fight. It's like not going to be that common that you actually like die to bad RNG in that fight. You'll think that's what's happening, but in reality, you're dying because you made a bad deck building decision that opened up your chance to die to bad RNG. Which character's gonna have the hardest time versus door? Probably Regent, as a guess. I don't know. Regent feels like it likes the like I play the same card every deck cycle type thing more than any other character, so it feels like the biggest problem for Regent to like lose the key card that you lose. But Regent also does have deck manipulation, that's true, like the Cosmic Indifference and the Glimmer and stuff like that. So like again, you have counterplay. Like it might be the character where you want to build that type of deck the most often that gets punished by the door, but simultaneously you have the counterplay of being able to manipulate your deck to get around the problems. But yeah, I hope you all had a great time hanging out. I just chatted for a while. I played 3 runs today. First run died early, but the other 2 runs were full runs. So I'll be back later, probably. Almost certainly. Well, I mean, we'll see, probably. It feels likely. I might release another YouTube video between now and then, though. It takes me like 30 minutes to throw those YouTube videos together. It's really not that hard, so it's not that much effort to throw the YouTube videos out. So yeah, follow the channel if you haven't. Subscribe to the YouTube. Just gonna have to start saying that. I'm a content creator. Do it. And go say hi to Baylor and enjoy his stream. I'll be back later. GG's everybody. Thank you for watching and goodbye.